tender, hot and spicy, with a steamy look. It was passed on down by my mother, sweet. She told me, honey, this will be a real good treat, to turn a man's heart into a buttercream. Well, you cook a dish that makes him want jump and scream. So come into my kitchen,
Come into my kitchen.
come on down to my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
I said, come into my kitchen.
Come into my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Come on down.
So, we've been working on the MooShu pancakes. We'll have 2 styles of pancakes. And what we'll do now is we'll put together the filling for the MooShu. And this is going to be a beef recipe, but you could use pork. Pork is pretty classic, but I've also had shrimp and chicken. But this will be beef, and we're going to use, this is thin sliced ribeye. So we're going to be treating ourselves really well today. So there'll be a couple things that I need to prepare beforehand. There's 2 dried ingredients, which are pretty classic. One is tree ear mushrooms, and we're going to hydrate these with hot water, and we're also going to be doing lily buds, and these are dried, so we'll hydrate those as well. So let me just grab, I have some hot water here, and we'll just put in enough to cover these. And what I have found, if I really want to speed this process up, I'll just take a little plate here and just push that down and cover it. It keeps them from floating. And then we'll take some lily buds as well. There we go. And these are both nice sources of umami flavor, so it's very savory. So we'll put that in there. And those will, because we're using really hot water, it won't take very long for that to heat up and to reconstitute themselves. So what we'll do now is we're gonna do something called velveting our meat, which is really just a very quick, what do you call it? A very quick marinade. You're not marinating for a long period of time. So we'll take our steak, and I'm just going to slice this into very thin pieces. So it's thin slice. It's probably, an 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe about 1/4 inch pieces. There we go. It's nice to have a sharp blade. So put that aside. And to that, we're going to add 3 things. This is hoisin sauce, which is often used as the sauce for dipping your pancakes, but it is also used as part of the marinade. So I'm just going to put maybe like a tablespoon or so for this amount. We don't want it to be a really wet sauce. And we're going to do the same amount of soy sauce. This is the light soy. And some Shaoxing wine. Again, I'm just going to do a bit of that. And some white pepper, just about 1/4 tablespoon or so, not a lot. Not a teaspoon. There we go. All right. All right, and the all-purpose chopsticks. There. Smells good. So let's take a look at our lily buds in the hot water. There they are. They're good. Well, they could go a couple more minutes, so that's good. And ooh, our mushrooms. All right, our mushrooms are ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain these. By the way, this liquid is, I would not throw it away. I would use it to like cook rice or make soup or something like that. And we'll just kind of rough chop these. All right, so I'll put those aside there. I think these guys, yeah, these are good. So let's drain these. Great flavor. And I'm going to really rough chop these. Probably just cut it into thirds. There we go. All right. So what we'll do now is that we can start the stir frying process. It's a stir fry, so you want to make sure that kind of all of your ingredients are ready to go before you do too much else. So we've got, we're going to scramble an egg to put in there. And there was something, ginger. I need ginger and garlic. So here's my garlic. So we'll just take that. And we'll take a little bit of ginger here, fresh ginger root. So I just cut that right across the grain. All right, this is the fun part. Is we'll just take the side of the cleaver and smash that, and the garlic, and just kind of slice that up. So that will be some nice flavor. All right. And let's, for stir frying today, I got away. For stir frying, avocado oil is what I usually use because it can get really hot without breaking down. But I happen to have some bacon fat. And, you know, animal fat is something that's, you know, traditionally used in Chinese cooking. So I'm going to use maybe a tablespoon of that. So we're getting all this ready. My wok is preheating. There we go. And some scallion for some garnish. And I'll just cut that on the bias. There we go. And the last thing that I have there is some Napa cabbage that I've sliced up. There we go. All right. So I think we are ready to go. So I'm going to get my fat. We better turn this on just in case. All right, and when my fat has started to smoke, we're going to put in my ginger and garlic. Go. And I am going to scramble up an egg. There we go. So that scrambles up pretty quickly. And we'll remove this, we'll add this egg back in towards the end. See, that happens pretty quickly. So let's add our steak. I'm not going to add a lot of the juice. I'm going to save that for later. That nice sizzle. There we go. All right, let's put in mushrooms. Eggs. Pretty quick process. Add the rest of our marinade. So really we're just going to be warming up that Napa cabbage. The last thing I'm going to add will be our scallions. What I like to do with the scallions is I'm just going to give them a little squeeze as I put them in to release that flavor. And optional, if you want to add a little bit of hot sesame oil. And as you can see, the all of that marinade has been absorbed. So put that in at the end, and so that the stir frying is a dry process. So I'll just fill the heat there. So this is ready to fill one of our pancakes. Go. So a couple ways you can do it. You could just kind of do it like a taco, or you can fold the bottom up that.
There's dumplings in the chicken. It's very finger licking.
And we forgot, if you want to add some hoisin sauce, feel free. But the flavor in this hoisin sauce is pretty good. So there you have it. MooShu pancake.
To my kitchen.
Come into my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Come on down to my kitchen.
Won't you come into my kitchen